शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है एंड शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है.
शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है और शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है.
Do the second one again. Can you see this by any chance? Is it
H A
visible?
W O. Yeah, ho
H
o.
A W and this is H O. Okay?
O.
This is
H
haw,
O.
right? This is haw. Hobby, hospital,
Hobby.
hobby,
Hospital.
hospital, horrendous, right? Haw, not
Horrendous.
ho. This is ho.
Yeah.
Let's say we would have pronounced it as hospital, then this would have been the right way of pronouncing hospital. But we are not saying hospital. We are saying Rajni.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Yeah, you
Good
are
afternoon.
audible and yeah.
Good afternoon, Rajni. How have you been? All well at your end?
Yeah, everything is good. Perfect. Thanks for asking, sir. How about you?
All well, Rajni. Thank you very much for asking. All right, since as it's my first session with you, I'm Madhav Anand. I'm a public speaking coach and a communications mentor, and I've been doing this for quite some time. And it would be lovely to know a little bit about you as well. Go ahead, tell me where you from, what you do.
Yeah, sure, sir. My name is Azni Verma. I'm from Rajasthan, Sri Ganganagar, and I am currently living Jaipur,
All right.
and I am preparing for topic exam that is in Korean, test of proficiency in Korean language.
Oh, wow.
Simultaneously, I am working on my in order to enhance my fluency in both the languages in Korean and
Mhm.
English,
All
and I am
right.
a YouTuber. Yeah.
Wonderful. You wear too many hats. Great. All right, Rajni. So good to know about your ambitious life. I'm sure you're a very ambitious person, and all my best wishes for whatever you're trying to do, and also for your
Thank
YouTube journey. So let's begin with something interesting. And
you.
here we go.
I want to do an activity where I can improve my pronunciation because I'm particularly now focusing on my pronunciation pattern, which is I have problems with o sound, so
Okay.
and sure sound. Like
Okay. Right.
there are a lot of words which I mispronounce. So I would
Okay.
love to participate in any activity where I can improve my pronunciation.
Sure. Um, so let's understand what is pronunciation first of all and how it's important. Like I'll not give you a lecture on it, just a little bit of understanding. Pronunciation changes every few hundred kilometers, especially in our country, because someone who is
Uh-huh.
in Rajasthan has a very different pronunciation with someone who is in Gujarat or in Punjab or in
Mhm.
Jammu. And as you move further south or east, it changes because of something called the mother tongue influence. And you're aware of it, I'm sure. Right? Are you aware of what is mother tongue influence?
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. So all of us speak in certain languages, and our articulators, that's our lips, our tongue, our vocal cords, are commanded by the brain, a part of brain
Mhm.
which understands and functions through language. And because of our certain way of speaking, our articulators are not designed but conditioned to speak in a certain way. So all of us are going to have some amount of mother tongue influence or accent influence, right?
Mhm.
Now the idea is often that there is something called right pronunciation or wrong pronunciation. As per industry standards, yes, there are certain acceptable or more acceptable ways of pronouncing things. But from a linguistic perspective, there's nothing called a right or a wrong pronunciation. For example, an American will say water. The R will be rolling your tongue, water. But a British will say water, a very strong
Water.
tongue, water, a very
Yeah.
strong tongue. Which doesn't mean that water is correct and water is wrong. It also doesn't mean that water is wrong. Water, and water. All three are right. But yes, let's understand that we all function in a society where there are certain standards that have been set. And we need to somehow or sometimes adhere to those standards. In India, there is a certain standard of pronouncing certain things. All right, a little lecture on that just to ensure that you don't ever feel inferior or sad or bad about having a certain MTI. It's okay. right? But still, you want to polish it, you want to you want to neutralize it further. So we will do it. No problem. Tell me a couple of words that have troubled you.
I'm not exactly aware about whenever I have sessions. Many people said like you need to improve your or sound and so show sound. I'm really aware about so and show sound, but I don't know about or sound. Like in last session, a tutor suggested me the pronunciation of hobby. I used to pronounce it hobby, like hobby,
Right.
like
Okay.
the yeah. I was pronouncing it little, I guess, stressed. I don't know exactly, but it was hobby, and then
Okay.
broadcasting, like these
Got it.
words.
Right. Okay. So
More,
let me
yeah.
show you something.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see this by any chance?
Can
Is
you
it
tell me?
visible?
Yeah, ho,
H A W and this is H O. Okay.
oh,
This is
H,
haw, right? This
mm-hmm.
is haw. Hobby, hospital,
Hobby,
hobby,
hospital.
hospital,
Mm-hmm.
horrendous, right? Haw, not
Horrendous.
ho. This is ho.
Yeah.
Let's say we would have pronounced it as hospital, then this would have been the right way of pronouncing hospital. But we are not saying
Mm-hmm.
hospital, we are saying hospital, right? You see, mark
Hospital.
the difference? Hospital,
Ah,
not
hospital.
hospital. Hospital. So that's the
Okay.
basic difference or the basic understanding of what is haw and what is ho, or what is aw or what is o.
Yeah.
Can you give me one more word that has been confusing you between aw and o? Any word that comes to your mind that someone might have, let's say hobby or hobby, right? Or let's say someone would say, I went to my home. Now coming to home, it's not home, it's home. Because here,
Ho.
even if we are using HO, hospital is also HO in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The first letters are HO. Home is
Mm-hmm.
also HO, but then English is a funny language. Like the creators of the English language have made it a little difficult for themselves as well as the rest of us. So we have to
Yes.
remember certain pronunciations. There's
Mm-hmm.
no two ways about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hospital,
Yeah.
but home. For example, sale and sell. SELL
Cell.
is sell. SALE
Yes.
is sale, right? Again,
Mm-hmm.
another word SAIL, the one that is on a boat, right? Sail. That
Mm-hmm.
is again sale. SAIL. So SAIL and SALE have similar pronunciation, but at the same time, SELL, sell, has a very different pronunciation. Make
Yeah.
sense? Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me give you a couple of more pronunciations. So, hostile. Can you spell that word, hostile?
Hostile.
Hostile. Now,
Hostile. Hostile.
hostile.
Yeah.
Now, it's not again hostile, it's hostile. HAW, that pronunciation. Hostile. Okay?
Hostile.
Hostile. Now, many people will think, what about hostile? Hostile means an adversary, like it's a hostile place, right? That place is a
Mm-hmm.
hostile place, that road is a hostile road. You should avoid
Mm-hmm.
that road because it's hostile. Now hostel, I went to hostel, it's between a and o, ha, hostel. It's
Hostile.
not hostel. See, home is o, home, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Hostile is ha, hostile. But hostel is between a and o, hostel. Try
Hostel.
it out.
Hostel.
Good. Say home.
Home. Home.
Say hostile.
Hostile.
Good. Now, if we switch this to American version, they don't even say hostile. They say hostel.
Hostel.
Hostel, right? So there's very little difference between hostile and hostel in American pronunciation. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
say, while you should try to learn pronunciation which is more acceptable, also understand that pronunciation changes from one place to another, and there's nothing wrong about it because we all come from our mother languages. The American speaks American English. They just don't speak English. British speak British English. And even within Britain, there are other countries like Ireland and Wales and Scotland. They have Scottish pronunciation while speaking English. Right? So don't worry too much. Just take it easy. But it's interesting. And I like it that you are trying to refine your pronunciation. Okay. So tell me, what is it, pronunciation or pronunciation?
It, I think it is pronunciation. Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. That's right. Many people think it's pronunciation. No, it's pronounce, P R O N O U
Pronounce.
N C and P R O N O U N C E. But when it comes to pronunciation, the spelling changes. It's no more P R O N O U N. It's P R O N U N.
Oh, yes.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Yes.
Pronunciation. Yes. All right. Okay. A few more examples would help you. Say feet, F-E-E-T or F-E-E-T, feet, and fit, F-I-T, fit. He's a very fit guy. He exercises
Mhm.
regularly in the morning. That's fit. I
Yes.
am standing on my 2 feet, an extended E, and in fit, it's a shortened E, fit, feet and fit. Try to do it.
Yeah. Feet and fit.
Good. Okay, good. You're doing well. Okay, what else? Sure and sir. So let's do a Hindi
Yeah.
one. शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है एंड शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है are two different language, are two exactly same words pronounced in a very different manner, right? Try it out. Say that.
Can you repeat it once again?
शनिवार शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है एंड शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है.
शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है और शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है.
Do the second one again.
शनिवार को सतीश की शादी है.
Not Shatish, it's Satish, isn't it? So it's a bit of a tongue twister, right?
Uh-huh.
Try out some tongue twisters at your home. Just go to Google, YouTube, for you'll find like
Mhm.
tons of tongue twisters. Do some tongue twister for yourself. Take it as a feedback, right? If you don't remember,
Okay.
you may write it now as well, or you can look at the recording. But
Yeah.
tongue twisters can really help you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, even though the regular words like English, session,
Yeah.
when I speak them in flow, I always say English or session, something like that. Like it should be session, right?
Correct. Right. See, there are
Yeah.
some words which are a little confusing. So, for example, magnesium. We usually say magnesium or calcium. But if you look at the spelling, it is Calcium. So it should probably be calcium instead of
Calcium.
calcium. Even
Yeah.
in magnesium, it should be magnesium, not magnesium. But it has gotten so used to in our regular speaking that we say magnesium and calcium and it's accepted. That's what I'm saying. That once some things become so popular, people don't care about what's right and what's wrong. They just go along with what's happening, what's trending. I'll give you some example. Any English word, classically, traditionally, any English word usually that ends with its plural is a. Medium, media. But these days we say mediums and medias. Grammatically, it's wrong, but because it has been accepted over the last 10, 20 years, it has become new words. For a traditional person, formulas is wrong word because the plural of formula is formulae. Formulae. But these days we say formulas and it's accepted. So spellings, grammar, pronunciation, everything changes with time and place, and we get used to the new ways of doing it, right? So
Yes.
mediums
Yeah.
is media, stadium, stadia, but these days we say stadiums. We don't think about stadia. Why do we say bacteria? Bacteria is actually the plural of bacterium,
Okay.
right? Also millennia. Millennia is the plural of millennium. Nowadays we say millenniums, right? Because
Yeah.
again, grammar and pronunciation are changing. It doesn't. Nothing stays permanent. It keeps on changing. All right. Okay. Any more doubts that you have in your head? that you have come across? Because as I'm speaking to you first time, I don't have a previous knowledge of what all you've been through. If at all I would have easily figured out what else to tell you. But if you have anything on your mind, feel free to tell me. I'll be happy to help you.
No, I think I had only two things because I have been talking to many tutors for a long period of time, and
Okay.
nowadays every tutor is suggesting me the same thing, that you need to work on your pronunciation part, otherwise everything is good. So that's why I decided to just conduct take sessions with tutors only on this pronunciation practice.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you some tips on how to pronounce without getting confused. Break
Uh-huh.
the word down. Usually, not every word, but usually, if we break the word down into its syllables, let's say
Mm-hmm.
magnesium, magnesium. If you usually break the words down, you'll see that it's getting easier for you. For most words, I don't say every word, but most words, it will help you. Number two is whenever you're listening to someone you believe is a good speaker, has great accent or a
Mm-hmm.
very neutralized pronunciation, pay attention to the
Mm-hmm.
way they're speaking, to the words they are using, the pronunciation that they have, the amount of stress they are putting on a certain word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention
Yeah.
to that. And whenever you see something or listen to something, note it down. Keep a
Okay.
notebook handy, or maybe something like a
Mm-hmm.
notepad on your phone. Nowadays we always have our phone by our
Mm-hmm.
side, so that would also be a good idea. Often there is a lot of
Yeah.
knowledge, but we are living in times of the internet where there is an overload of knowledge, overload of load of
Mm-hmm.
information, and so many times it becomes
Yes.
difficult to remember because always we are watching reels or all these things. And let's say you like English, so you couple of pages you start liking, and the moment you like those pages, all that content starts showing up on your screen as you scroll. So
Mm-hmm.
this gives you an overload
Yes.
of information and you don't remember anything. You feel like you're learning, but you're not learning. You're just only watching and forgetting, watching,
Mm-hmm.
forgetting, right? So you have to be very specific that I will watch things and I'll note down. And I'll not spend too much
Yeah.
time learning because that again will bring a lot of overload, right? Focus on what you
Mm-hmm.
want to achieve. Set aside a time limit for it. 20 minutes today, I'll watch something on pronunciation. Third tip is any pronunciation you're confused, Google has made it very easy. Let's say a word is like
Mm-hmm.
serendipity, right? For example, a word serendipity. Now you don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
pronounce it, or you don't know how to pronounce interrogation, or you're confused about it. Go to Google, write that word, and beside that word, write pronunciation. The first thing
Mm-hmm.
that will pop up on your screen is three pronunciations: Indian, British, American. Choose anyone that
Yes.
you want to learn. Go for Indian so that you can stay consistent. You can also choose the other two just to understand how they are pronouncing. But
Mm-hmm.
instead of staying confused or instead of assuming that this is the right pronunciation, go and do it. Make sense, Rajni?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Right. Sure. Okay. All right. We are not out of time, but we are almost out of time still. Yes. Any questions for me? Any doubts? Any concerns you want to share?
Yeah, as you talked about the mother tongue influence too, so I think that is somewhere in my pronunciation when I'm pronouncing particular word,
Hmm.
I use the mother tongue influence.
You don't use it. It's a part
Yeah,
of
mother
your
tongue
being.
pronunciation exactly.
It's a part of your being. It is a little unpopular opinion, but don't worry too much about mother tongue influence.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard the best players in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo? They speak in a very Portuguese accent. Or people from the Middle East, let's say the Crown
Mm-hmm.
Prince of Saudi Arabia, they all speak with a bit of a
Mm-hmm.
ta. Instead of saying true, they will say true. Or someone from Russia, you will
Mm-hmm.
have a mother tongue influence. So let's not be too embarrassed about
Mm-hmm.
it, or let's not be too worried about it. At the same time, let's
Mm-hmm.
strive to make our pronunciation a little more neutral, so that in our society or in our corporate culture or in our professional culture, it becomes a little more easy to be admitted. So two things go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
One, don't be too embarrassed or worried. Second, make an attempt. And all the resources are available to you. A teacher is available to you, Google is available to you. And the tricks that I already told you how to go about, take them as well. I'm sure it'll be helpful to you.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
All right.
absolutely. And what one more question is how to remove filler words, especially and you know. I use you know very much while
Hmm.
talking.
Hmm. See, it's not feeler, it's filler.
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 Yes, filler. Filler.
Right? Filler.
Filler. Hmm.
Two things are important. When you speak, go slow. Why we use filler words, let's understand the psychology first. When we use filler words, either we are a little confused, a little nervous, or we are going too fast. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
happens when we are going too fast. Our brain is not able to think that quickly, and our sentence is
Mm-hmm.
completed. So it has to put in something, some like
Mm-hmm.
got it. You'll put these words. Why? Because you're going
Yeah.
too a little fast. Slow down yourself. People who speak slow will have more gravity in their voice, will have more ability to attract others' attention. When you go fast, it looks cool, but it's not cool to make mistakes, isn't it?
Mm.
First, go slow. Second is just know that you already know how to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Removing that idea that I am using filler words is most important. Don't feel powerless. Know that you have the power already. Being a little conscious can take away that problem. Go slow,
Mm-hmm.
stay conscious that I don't have to use it. I know the words, I can speak, and I will be able to speak. Start with this. Start with this,
Okay.
and next time if we meet, I'm sure you'll be able to speak better. And you're speaking well. I don't think you are speaking bad. Of course, you can improve into a much better speaker, but you're speaking well.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nowadays it is very conspicuous. Like my pronunciation is very conspicuous.
Conspicuous. No problem.
See how it is.
No,
Filler, conspicuous, session, Shaktis. Oh god. Yeah,
no, no.
even in Hindi too.
No problem. No problem. See, an attempt to do things right is more important. Rest all will be
Yeah.
taken care of. All right, Rajini. Lovely talking to you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise, I learned a lot of things from you, and yeah, many people also take the advantage from this video.
Sure, of course. You learned, and that's all I want. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, I'll try those tricks, especially
Sure.
the what do you say tongue twister. Yeah, tongue
Tongue
twister.
twisters. Go for tongue twisters. That's going to help you. Sure.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Bye bye. Good day.
Bye bye.